start spreading the news. We are leaving today. We are going to be a part of it. New York, New York. I'm so excited. I've never been in New York City before, which is absolutely crazy because I've traveled quite a bit, and this is the largest tourist destination in the entire country. So I am so pumped. So today we will be moving there, which is gonna be its own form of chaos. We were driving, so I'm sure traffic's gonna be wild. Parking will hopefully get figured out. We booked a spot yesterday. They said that we would receive a confirmation today. So hopefully that happens. But we're gonna be seeing some of the most iconic sites, eating my first New York bagel, New York pizza, and giving you my first impressions on moving to New York. So I absolutely can't wait. Let's go! We just got our first sight of the New York City skyline, our new home. I cannot. That looks absolutely insane. I don't want to curse us, but like we're 22 minutes out, and so far the traffic doesn't feel like anything that I haven't already experienced in LA. Driving so far doesn't seem as crazy as people act like it is. Fingers crossed I'm not about to bite my words. Now, if only our parking was figured out. I have like butterflies, I'm so excited. So we are close to our apartment because we can see the Brooklyn Bridge pretty well from our rooftop of our building. I don't want to curse us, we're 2 minutes out, but when we moved to Miami and when we moved to Boston, we got lost and ended up taking like 20-something minute detours. So our last landing of the year, and we finally got it together well enough, hopefully. But now, you know, parking is going to be an issue, probably, so. We are here. We live in New York now. You can see the Brooklyn Bridge. You can see like the Chrysler building and stuff over there. You can see Ivan putting together our pho that we Uber Eats. We are finally finished unpacking, finally getting to relax because it has been a pretty chaotic day. So remember when I said that everything was going super well and that we hadn't made any wrong turns, even though we always make a mistake on move-in day? Well, things went pretty downhill from there. So we make it to the lot that I had booked in advance, and it said that it was, you know, that you could park there 24/7 online. Turns out the website was wrong. So the gentleman says, are you moving in? And we say, yeah, we are. And he's like, oh, you can't leave your car here overnight. You can't leave your car here on the weekends. And we're like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, if you do that, it'll look like this. He points to the graffiti, and I mean, yeah, the walls are covered. And we're like, oh, okay. We're really glad he tells us that he's not just trying to take our money, that he's actually, you know, letting us know. So we call the parking company. We find a lot that's about a 4-minute walk away. We go there, and things are looking up. Everything's coming up roses. This lot's actually $100 cheaper. So we're feeling good, feeling okay. We're starting to unload, but since this parking garage requires you to valet park, we leave the keys in the ignition. Of course, in unpacking the car, the lock gets bumped. Keys get locked in the car with most of our possessions still inside. Never had to call AAA for something like that before. So, in the meantime, the person that's checking us into our apartment has been waiting for over 30 minutes. So I go there. Ivan's with the guys in the parking garage trying to get the car unlocked. They have the bags to try to open it. So clearly, at least this has been done before. Our car is blocking other cars that are happy to come out. So they're putting it up on this dolly and moving it around. Like, it is absolutely insane. But I get checked in, I call AAA, and an hour later, we're finally into the car. And another hour later, we are finally unpacked, which takes us to now finally getting a breath of fresh air here on the rooftop. But anyway, so we are finally here. We just got unpacked. Everything is coming up roses. The parking people were very kind. So that was pretty great. And now Ivan found us some delicious food. Tell us about what we got.
Vietnamese food. This is a classic pho. It's got brisket. It's got steak, very thinly sliced. And this is it's very spicy lemongrass broth.
Ooh,
excited for that one.
As crazy as it was getting in, but we are so excited that we are here. I cannot get over just how absolutely incredible the city skyline is. The apartment is fantastic, and the lady was really nice despite the fact that we made her wait. Honestly, the parking people were really nice, despite the fact that they had to dolly up my car to move it and try to break into it. The AAA guy was super nice. I mean, everybody has already been super kind. I don't feel like New York is known for that, but maybe it should be. Everybody's kind so far. Some of the nicest people, honestly, like very helpful.
Yeah. I think it's just they have a rough exterior, but they have hearts of gold.
Wow. But anyway, we're gonna enjoy this food, but we are excited to be here in the city that never sleeps. Well, we're gonna need some sleep.
Oh my gosh, that looks too good.
Madison's first and potentially Ivan's first, but we don't know for sure. New York Bagel!
Yeah!
We are starting off our first morning in NYC with two things the city is most known for. A park, we are here at the beautiful Elevated Acre, and bagels.
Now this is a lunch view. First New York bagel, probably the first of many. This bagel shop, where this one's from, Leo's, is super close to where we live. So if this works out, this might be our go-to bagel. So really high hopes for this. So this is the whole shebang, and it lives up to the name. It's got the everything bagel.
Hold for sound.
Everything bagel, obviously. Got their classic cream cheese on there. Got a belly lox salmon in there. Tomato, onion, capers. That salmon is so good. That is ridiculous. The cream cheese in this role it's playing, really like, you know, supporting actor, really taking his job seriously. Very good, very smooth, creamy. The bagel, it's not hard on the outside, but there's a bit of bite, a bit of resistance. And as you're biting, all the seeds from the everything spice hitting your mouth, popping, giving you that nice burst of flavor as you get into that salmon. The capers, that salty, like tarty, like, you know, like sour taste that it gives. Oh, such a good compliment. I think this can be a go-to. I think I'll allow it.
My first New York bagel, but I got a Bialy, which I just read. Helicopter. Hey, we're videoing here. Some people say Bialy is not a style of bagel, it's a type of bread. I'll have a bite of Ivan's to ensure that I have had a New York bagel. New York is a very loud city. Anyway, so we got the Bialy style bagel. I read that it is usually baked, not cooked in the traditional bagel preparation. It has onions and poppy seeds like already in it, and then I added some Kalamata olive cream cheese. We're gonna try this guy. So the texture is kind of like a combination of an English muffin and a bagel, and I mean the olive cream cheese is just amazing. I mean, these are good olives to begin with, and then the cream cheese itself is just so rich and delicious, and this is really, really good. But I do kind of get why they say it's not a bagel, because it is just a completely different texture. I mean, it's an amazing texture. Like, this is a great combo. But I'm gonna go ahead and have a bite of Ivan's so that I can definitely say that I've had a New York bagel. You gotta capture your first New York bagel experience on camera. That is super good. So many delicious flavors going on. But I do kind of like my Bialy because it is so simple. I really get to appreciate every individual flavor that is happening. This is an amazing combination. And every single ingredient that they're using in both of these is so good. They're both amazing. And yeah, I agree with Ivan. This is might be our breakfast spot. Dang, this is pretty cool. We're driving on the Brooklyn Bridge right now. Honestly, that's not an experience that many people have either, because most people don't drive in New York City. Cool. Can you see the Statue of Liberty yet? I don't know if you can see it.
Oh yeah, I can!
Really?
Literally as you said it.
Stop.
Oh, look at that!
We did grab a bagel and go to a park first, so that at least counts for something. But this is our first real outing in New York City, going to Costco. A 2-story Costco. Yeah, we just drove under the Hudson River, so that's pretty rad. Driving in New York, so we have the car here for 1 month, and then we are definitely driving it home like as soon as this month is over, because we have to pay like $750 a month for parking, plus our garage, they valet it, so like we kind of have to tip, so it's a little extreme. But right now we're getting to appreciate the heck out of it by getting a crazy huge Costco haul. But our errands are done, so we are finally catching the subway to do some real exploring. We made it to Times Square.
So many screens.
Yeah.
It looks even cooler in person.
I was actually gonna say it looked like underwhelming compared to my expectations.
So I think it's like the scale of it. You feel very small here, and everything feels bigger, right? While on TV, you get to see more of it at the same time. So it's a trade-off.
Yeah, fair, I guess. It's not as dense, like it's more spread out and massive.
Yeah.
But it's still, it's so cool to be standing in this iconic spot. We literally can see right up there, like where the New Year's Eve ball drop happens. So that's super, super rad. It's 2022, y'all. You can literally see it. It still says it.
Proof.
I didn't know that, I guess. Like, I didn't realize that, like, the ball drops and it, like, stays dropped right there for the rest of the year.
I didn't realize either is that, like, this is such an iconic spot, but, like, anyone who, like, films here or, like makes a little clip like this here is actually advertising for all these companies.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, we're gonna keep exploring, see if we can find any of the iconic spots.
The M&M store, an icon of Times Square experience. In a Big Apple.
Oh, that's funny. Seeing Times Square was cool. Being in Times Square isn't really our vibe. So we went to the bar Beast and Butterflies for a bird's eye view and drinks before dinner.
That's so cool. So we are at Don Antonia. This place is known for the Neapolitan style pizzas. So the one we got is actually the house signature, the classic, the one that Michelin guide talks about, and it's lightly fried. And I've never had a lightly fried pizza. I'm excited to try that. You can just tell from the crispiness of the crust that the light fry makes such a difference. It smells so good. Oh yeah. The crisp and like the moisture that the frying it gives it is really good.
I'll be in the office while we're coming.
And the basil, so fresh. It's smoky flavor. Smoked buffalo mozzarella.
The texture is so good. The flavor. This is a perfect example of a food where every single ingredient, as simple as it is, the cheese, the tomato sauce, the crust, all have like so much thought and love put into them. Like each individual ingredient is absolutely amazing in and of itself. Having that smoky flavor in the pizza, plus like the fried taste and texture, is absolutely spectacular. And it's my first New York pizza. This is one of the best pizzas I've probably ever had. The best pizza I've ever had in my life is in Tokyo, Japan, and it didn't have any cheese on it. And as crazy as it is, as much as I love cheese, like this one has minimal cheese on it, and it's fantastic. Maybe cheese is ruining pizza. First pizza in New York, and it's not New York style. It is a Neapolitan style, but fantastic. I'm so glad. I think it was a solid choice. This is a competitive pizza city, and this is one of the good ones. This has been an iconic Madventure, moving to New York and all the chaos that came with it. Eating New York pizza, bagels, crossing the Brooklyn Bridge, seeing the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, the World Trade Center, Empire State Building, and going to the flagship Milk Bar store. So many of these things are bucket list items for me, all crossed off in one casual day of living here. I can't wait to see where the Madventures we have here take us. They say you can find anything in NYC, so in the next video, we're really gonna put that to the test in a magical way. So please subscribe, like, join us for the next one, and until then, live your own Madventure.